MultiMahdiTV. And my cowboy hat. So we live. We still gonna push through. I think YouTube got a secret block on my channel. Like it's open for everything, but it's been dead for like a couple weeks. But I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. Mm. I got the studio on the go too, so anybody in the New York area need to get a hit record. I'm all about hit records, baby. That's what I do. First of all, I'm gonna get my chapstick because my lips are a little dry. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Take on my chapstick. And I'm back like that. 1, 2, 3, baby. And yep, I said live from the shelter, baby. Look like I'm gonna be here for a minute. I've been through like 5, 7 apartments, even signed a lease, and something happened. So I'm like, when that happened, I'm like, even though like I would love like to be out of here in my own spot right now, then of course it's spare work, but um, and for the people that gotta miss out on me, like kids, only thing I could do is blame their parents. They put me in this situation. You know, I'm fixing my life because it's a bunch of people that ran over. I mean, I'm already like things that happen in life, you know. But it's a bunch of people that did shit that had consequences, you know. And then they move on with their life, and then like you stuck with certain shit. So, you know, I'm getting my shit together for good, you know. When I see my daughter, I'm gonna have all my shit together in a short amount of time. Be the better man than I ever been. And it's because it's almost like I had to go to. It's almost like God needed to sit me down, like how some people get sit down and go to prison. Some people go to prison. God bless me, where I never had. God know, like that's the reason why I ain't bodied nobody yet. Because prison is a bit. I hate fucking prison. I hate jail. I hated jail. I never been to prison. I've been to jail. So um, I hate jail. And I definitely hate prison. That's why I try to follow the motherfucking law. You know what I mean? Um, um, but it definitely is about working smarter. You know what I mean? So pretty soon, um, um, I had a recording studio up in New York. It looked like it's funny. It looked like I got approved for studio space before I got it approved for an apartment. So I'm gonna keep on moving. Like I be making music in this shelter, but I can't really do like I want to. Even though I'm fucking made a hit in here, like yo, you could do. I'm really showing people it ain't nothing that you can't do. No matter what situation you in. When it, like I'm what you call a master. Like when it come to music, I'm a master when it come to music. You know, that's one thing I could say about myself. I've been making music since I was like 5 or 6 years old, right? And I started off like with beat mix. I mean, I grew up in like in the music shit. You know what I mean? Like Guitar Center, new beat programs, or lived that type of shit. Always had a studio in all my apartments. Lived that type of shit. Uh, I used to work with the big record labels, like writing for like Beyonce, Million. I was working with a production team called the Heavyweights at the time when I was younger, and me, Neo, was like their main songwriter at the time, and it was a good time for me. A lot of amazing shit was happening for me around that time. But um, I pretty much been making music my whole life. It ain't nothing that I can't do because it's something about when you spend years doing something, you become a master at doing it. You know, like when I got tired of like I got trust issues with producers because producers will sell you a beat and then they'll sell that beat to somebody else. And unfortunately, I've been through that. You know what I mean? Peace and love. Unfortunately, I've been through that. And a Christian, peace and love. Peace and love to everybody on the sound of my voice. Welcome back. You know, we're gonna get it jumping again. Uh, like I said, I'm saying a lot. I might be saying a lot. It's just that, I live every day like it's my last. If y'all don't know, you know, I had hypertension and diabetes since I was 6 years old. And really nobody gave a fuck about me. So I don't know how the fuck I got to be grown. Oh, I never got medicine, never ate good, terrible. So by the time I was 21, I stepped on a nail. And the doctor went to the doctor. He said, "Yo, you gotta take this medicine. If you don't, like pretty much you out of here." And if y'all don't know, you know, I was a heroin addicted baby, born in the '80s. I'm really like a fucking somehow they made me like a government experiment. It's what I believe. I really believe this shit. I feel that shit in my gut. It's always somebody watching me. It's people watching me. Whatever. It's been people watching me my whole life. I had social workers, therapists. I had like that shit like my whole life growing up in the diaper system. It been motherfuckers watching me, but I'm like my whole life I've been wondering like, yo, who the fuck is watching me? I feel like they watch everything I do. Who is watching me? Who's watching me? And then I thought about like the way how I came into the world. I'm like, because I've been so unfortunately, me growing up and me just not being affected of what I know, certain things, yeah, but like I had ADHD. That's an effect of being a heroin addicted baby, having ADHD, right? And then my mother's side had fucking diabetes heavy, and then my father's side had fucking diabetes and hypertension heavy. And you get to study in genes, so like we all got 46 chromosomes. When a woman make and a man make a baby, 23 chromosomes, 23 chromosomes, and then they collide, and that create that human being. You know, you'll get certain chromosomes will be certain DNA be dominant. You know, um, so I don't know how the fuck. you know, it's like the spirit world made me in heaven, right? He made me. No, like some people was made and they go around, and God take his time with everybody, right? I already look, it get deep, but they specifically made me. They made my. They took their time and said, "Now we gonna sprinkle." We're gonna sprinkle, put some extra DNA in this motherfucker. We gonna make this mother, and we gonna make this motherfucker the least expected motherfucker too. Let my ass pop out January 7th on a fucking snowstorm and a heroin epidemic. Crack baby, heroin baby, throwaway. So me and my sister, they said we was born small enough to fit in a shoebox. Always wonder. So I was born premature, right? I always wonder was I supposed to be taller because I'm only 5'7". But all my life I felt like somebody told me that I was short. I didn't know I was short until I was working in a high school with kids. And one of my family members told me I was short. I never knew I was short until I was about to have a kid. I'm like, he probably gonna be tall. I'm like, who tall? Like me. Like, nigga, you ain't tall, you short. I didn't know I was fucking short. It's crazy you could not know that you were short. I was like depressed for like a week. Like, I'm fucking short. I felt like a fucking child. I'm like, that's why. Like, I've been fighting big ass niggas since I was a little ass kid. I don't know why. I guess that I got the soul of it. I told her like, look, it get deep. It gets so deep. That's why I'm rambling. Um, but I could go everywhere with it. So I told the doctors I found, I refuse to take medicine. So I'm walking around with two deadly diseases, and I ain't take no medicine, and I refuse to take medicine. Why? Because I know that shit don't work. Why I know it don't work? Because I'm buried a whole bunch of motherfuckers. It don't work. So when doctors say when I went through a depression, I'm like, damn, I ain't all right, so I ain't going, you know. So when I was younger, I always had the feeling I never thought I'd see past the age of 27. I always had that feeling. I used to tell my family members that shit. Like, I don't think I feel like something. Wow. I just felt always had this big gut feeling like this shit was gonna be like a movie, you know. Um, yeah, but people don't understand that we all souls that reincarnated into these bodies. The soul was waiting, you know, to be for a vessel for a soul could come back and be reincarnated back on the planet. It's all like recycling, you know. I don't know why it's so hard for scientists and all. Like, literally, that's probably why they blocked my channel on YouTube. I feel like I'm smarter than a lot of scientists and doctors because I could die tomorrow, but I still won, you know? Because I got friends that used to laugh at me and say, yo, you eating grass and shit, little vegan motherfucker. But I had to do something because the food was killing me, right? So even if I love food like everybody else, I got a different reason why I gotta eat. It's like having a car that don't work right and you gotta put a different type of gas in your shit. I realized, so I'm jumping back and forth. I realized, and we're gonna get into it, but I realized that even when you reincarnate down here, some motherfuckers, I swear, I promise, I can't prove it, but I spiritually know this shit. Some motherfuckers reincarnate down here as rats. And you know what's funny? If you're not gonna take yourself out, right? No matter how you born, that's why you see people with one leg, people with one arm, people with no legs, people born afflicted, right? And you'd be like, damn, if that was me, I would take myself out until you was in a situation. Once you got life, you're gonna hold on to your life and you're gonna try to make life work, whichever way you gotta make it work. Even some people gotta work, make their life work, can't see no more. Got one leg, missing fingers, still gotta make life work, and they can't give up on life. So even when I look at the rat, I seen the rat running around. That rat ain't want to be a fucking rat because it's still a form of life. So that rat got a soul, but it's a rat. It's a soul trapped inside the body of a rat. Nobody picked the body that they come in. Nowadays, you know, it's a lot of shit that they did in slavery when it come to like breeding, you know. But even the Anunnaki breeded us. It get deep, man. It's Pisces season, and I'm a Pisces moon, baby. Travel, get inside the mind of a Pisces moon. Where we going with it? Let's travel for the night. But yeah, so I believe the government been tracking my all day. I believe they're gonna track me all the way up into my death. And then I'll be government research on what's the effect of heroin on heroin addicted babies. Because I never was supposed to be shit. I defy the odds on everything in life, period. I supposed to be handicapped. I work with handicapped kids. I supposed to be all fucked up, but I was the motherfucker passing all my SATs. I was the motherfucker writing songs and singing at 5 years old. I was doing shit that I was back flipping out of my motherfucking crib. I was doing shit that I wasn't supposed to be doing. That's why they tracking me. And that's why my family feel the way they feel the way they is a jealousy about me. Instead of instead of my family saying, damn, that nigga know how to sing, rap, dance, he intelligent, he know how to create shit. Instead of that, they hated and sold me out like that story in the Bible. Instead of saying, damn, and I'm the little brother. If damn, if that's why I'm proving to y'all that look, a lot of times our family not our family. Y'all, when you think about it, think about it. Let's think about it. Let's get deep on it. Some of us are born into families that's not our family. You know? Really, the truth of the matter is, I've been around a bunch of people my whole life. I've been famous, I've been not, right? I really never had a family my whole life. Think about this. I'm 42 years old. I've been working since I was 15 and a half years old. Yep, I remember when they did the shit in Newark. My first job, it was at Sabaros in the mall, at Jersey Gardens Mall when they first built that shit. That was my first job. No, my first shit was McDonald's, but I quit that shit in one day. I worked at McDonald's and burnt my hand, and the bitch yelled at me. I said, bitch, I'm not doing this shit. I never worked at a fast food restaurant again after that. I hate food restaurant unless it's my own shit. I hate that shit. And it ain't no real money in that shit. Back in the day, I don't know what it is now. Um, but so I grew up, I got adopted a couple times, I got abused my whole motherfucking life until I got tired of getting abused. I was all I used to they used to lock me in the house. So motherfuckers would think when I went outside, they thought that I went to prison because I'd be in the house lifting weights. I was cocky as shit, like 14, 15 years old. I look like, you know what I mean? I look like a grown ass man when I was at that age. Think about it, niggas. Think about the times we live in. The niggas is eating pork chops. Man, I grew up in an average black family. Fucked up food, killing you. Oh, we eating soul food, killing you. Grandma missing the leg. Everybody fucked up. Stuck like a motherfucker. Right? Pisces energy. It's just all coming out. But why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about this? Let's see. It's gonna tie in to the message. You know what I mean? It's gonna pig feed. The shit thing about the shit niggas, you can't. That's why I said, look, I grew up. Look, the house that I grew up in, my aunt was like a real chosen one. She didn't know what she was, right? I really feel like I don't know why but I know why she hated me because she didn't like my mother, right? But she didn't know that she was born January 11th. She didn't know that she was a chosen one. She didn't because it's like a certain curse that's on our older ancestors, not ancestors, the older generations. Even now, church is a curse to me. Church is a curse because church, first of all, the one that they waiting on to come back never was in a church, but everybody go to church. But Christ was against the church, but everybody go to church. Like I'm living in a world. It's like everybody. It's like, all right, so I'm not the only dumb motherfucker, or it's either I'm extremely fucking dumb or I'm too fucking smart to be down here. Everybody waiting on Christ to come back. Everybody go to church, but Christ was against the church and he wasn't in the church. He got crucified by the church. But everybody go to church and they say they wait on Christ to come back. But again, I'm living in a time where I'm aware of everything. Half of the population sleep. So where did that leave me? Just a woke motherfucker that know too much. And life is kind of easy when you don't know shit. Life get hard when you know shit. And then you talking about it, you know shit and talking about it, then, oh, yeah, know too much shit. I ain't died when I in plays like I thought I would. Now I got all this fucking knowledge. You know, I got knowledge in a lot of fields. Somebody should ask me, Marty, if you had diabetes or hypertension since you was 6 years old and you 42 and you don't take medicine, then how the fuck are you alive? Did I tell you? I play Russian roulette. You only get one life. I couldn't live my life. Um, I don't accept certain shit. I don't give a fuck what the world tell me. If I accept the world, if I accept what the world tell me, then I ain't shit, right? If I accepted what the world told me, then I ain't shit. You born to two heroin addicted parents and nobody loved you. How could you be a king? Oh, you motherfuckers don't have no spiritual asshole. You should have paid attention to the day I was born and the way I was born and would have told you something supernatural was going on. A motherfucker that I don't like in my family, that's where I got my name from, but I changed it in a way. He the one that carried my mother to the hospital. That's how I got my middle name, right? Nigga, that shit sound like a biblical story. Some of y'all got biblical stories because we light workers. We not, so people like, oh, we light workers, so you came into the world like Paris Hilton. No, nigga. Some of y'all came into the world, some of y'all miracle babies. Some of y'all came to the world, doctor said you wouldn't make it and you made it. Said we were small enough to fit in a shoebox. So I refused to take medicine 21 years ago. So, um, I've been vegan for a long time, and that helped. But Dr. Sabi, was my doctor, and that's my OG, and I love that man with all my heart because I had no answer. There was no answer. It was only death because I refused to take medicine. No, stop fucking, yo. Niggas been trying to drug me since I got in this fucking planet. Niggas been trying to drug me, give them Ritalin. Luckily, I got adopted by somebody that said I'm not giving them Ritalin. And she threw the shit out when I was like 7. You know, give me some shit with results, nigga. These the government, like this government. I don't give a fuck if y'all block my channel. I don't give a fuck about nothing y'all say, cause I will not be a victim to you motherfuckers. You niggas don't cure shit. Y'all don't cure shit. Like, what do y'all do? Diabetes been here for fucking ever. Killed my. I never met my grandmother. Never met my grandfather. Just a whole bunch of family members. I don't even fucking know. I don't even know what my motherfucking mother's voice sound like. And how about my mother was a heroin addict and she had diabetes? How the fuck you gonna be a heroin addict with diabetes? Of course you're not gonna live that long. You know? I definitely am. I'm almost done with it, Earth Angel. I'm almost done with it. But it's like, um, but just know government, I know y'all been following me. I'm a government experiment. I'm 42 years old. I'm a heroin addicted baby from the 80s that they've been tracking my whole fucking life. And I wasn't expected to have all these supernatural gifts. I ain't supposed to be singing. I ain't supposed to be rapping. I definitely ain't supposed to be fucking predicting the lotto. And I know they ain't seen me do that shit. I done predicted that shit over 100 times. Somebody just hit the lotto in one of my readings yesterday. Hit the shit the same day. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Some of us, we handmade. People, so they say, well, you born to a heroin addicted mother and father, you ain't shit. You know where my soul came from, though? You looking at, I was just put here and with them two parents. I was put here with that family. That wasn't like mine. That's why they're not here. That's why I'm here, because it's me. They never was there. It was all a fake. It was like, and literally, I got all these memories. I literally got all these fucking memories in my head. We had singing groups. Like me and my family, we grew up in a house together. We motherfuckers was in singing groups. Niggas got their ass whipped together. Niggas and I had fights together. Niggas and did all of this shit together. But it's like when the older people died in the family, it's like nobody else carried that throne. And it's like, you know, the motherfucker who really carried the throne out of everybody, but they'd never give me fucking credit, it's the one that they hate. It's me. It's me. You know? But while we talking about this, you know, could be the marijuana, even though I don't promote marijuana. But they want to give me their medicine though. Doctor be like, oh, you shouldn't smoke marijuana. Cause it's bad for your diabetes. Oh, so this metformin is better. Shit don't cure shit. Shit don't cure shit. We are electric beings. That's a chemical. If we are electric beings, you can't kill electric beings with a chemical. I ain't even go to school and I know that. Why is like I know certain shit? Like I literally feel like I can get in a lab and cure diseases. It's so diabetes. Shout out to Dr. Phil because the spirit world showed me that that was real. Dr. Phil's wife had diabetes, and he had to go find a cure, and he found the cure. He found out with Dr. Oz that diabetes is actually like some type of bacteria that grow on your pancreas, and when they start growing on your pancreas, they all make babies, and they take your insulin and eat up all your energy and shit. Then they start making babies, and they start filling up around your organs. That's why your organ and start eating all the nutrients, and that's why your organs start failing. But you can't see the shit on a microscope. So what they did was they did the research. They went and studied the places where people that don't got diabetes at, and they found out it's something about the water or some type of river or some shit. Uh, they used that and brought that back, and it's about that damn bacteria. I call it a fucking demon because in a spiritual way, it's a demon. It's a curse. It's a family curse. In a spiritual way, it's a demon, but that demon could be killed. And in a physical way, they say like it's your DNA, right? Two DNAs crossed that wasn't supposed to cross, but that's why you really supposed to ask somebody questions. Like, yo, if somebody got sickle cell trait and somebody else got sickle cell trait, then you shouldn't have a baby with that person because that baby is gonna come out with sickle cell anemia. I came out with sickle cell trait, scarlet fever. Ain't nowhere in the world this dude's supposed to be alive and intelligent and speaking and talking about here Earth Angel. Heard the home? But I'm probably one of the realest Earth Angels left because I'm the only one that called myself that publicly. Like T.I. called himself the King of the South. I'm telling you who the fuck I am. I know what I was rector as. I know why I get the hate that I get. I know why I got the protection that I get. How many other people out there are like me though? I can't be in this world by myself. It can't. be just me. It can't be just me. It's a lot of zombie motherfuckers. It's not like a black thing. Like there go there go some black people, so they just like me. No, it's a soul thing. So it's not a color thing. It's a soul. The whole world look at people through what they look like. Spiritually, you got to be able to see. We all are souls inside of bodies. Unfortunately, we're in that like earthly realm, so we look at beauty. Women look at handsomeness, but at the end of the day, the soul is the person that you talk to, that you love. It's the soul of the person. If somebody loved the way how you look, that's not real love. Them looks could fade. That's the love that T.I. got for Tiny, because her looks unfaded on her. But you know, here today, going tomorrow. I could be here today, going tomorrow. I live my life how I wanted to live my life. I ain't get things I wanted all the time, but ain't nobody fucking medicating me up, motherfucking every day, and I'm supposed to be living my life. Fuck that. So I chose another route. You know. Um, but there are cures for diabetes. You know. But I will publicly put my shit up, and I'm gonna get to work. Because it's still lingering there. Like ain't nothing wrong with my organs and nothing like that. But I know that they're in jeopardy because I've been going so long, you know. But now it's time to kill that bacteria for good that stay in the pancreas and make babies around the pancreas. It's lights on, you know. But I don't want to say too much because the government's smart. They should know this, right? They're just gonna give me that for me. All right, what's going on? King of Cups, King's by Scorpio. That's a man 40 years old or older, real loving, emotionally mature. Right? So this is an older masculine energy. Could give wise advice, could have a platform, could be real loving. Right? What about him? Well, they popping out today. Two of Swords. Stalemate. So a real loving person. Somebody feel like they cut somebody off real loving. Yep, somebody could be 24, 42. Number 6 could mean something. Somebody feel like they cut. Somebody could be Aquarius, could be Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Somebody feel like they cut somebody off that was real love. Or it's an energy where somebody is real loving and real wise. And, it looks so sweet and innocent. But they'll cut a motherfucker off in a minute. Why is that? Oh, 7 of Cups. Somebody cut somebody off for their options. Somebody 2 and 4 equals 6, 6 and 7 equals 13. Some ended 13. 13, the original of 13 would be a 4. That was like some type of foundation of relationship. Or 14 break down, 4 break down number 13, 13. That's the number for death. Some ended, somebody cut somebody off that was so loving and so this for their other fucking options. 2 and 4 equals 6, 6 and 7 equals 13. Some ended. Feel like somebody cut somebody off for their other options. Yeah. Yep. And um, on a physical level, that's me. What I want to do, I want to end diabetes. See that right there? That's this is this is for the doctors and the scientists. And shout out to Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz because they on to something. Because I looked at it in the spiritual world too, as above, so below. As above, as what? As above, so below, so below. One of them, I'm fucking up right now. Had a long day. See it right there? That's that motherfucking demon right there. That's that fucking demon. See that little lickety splickety little shit right there? It's a certain type, I forgot what they call it. It's like a certain type of bacteria that's sitting on the pancreas. For you doctors, smart motherfuckers, all you motherfucking degrees, including my sister, she got a whole doctor degree. Maybe I need to look into this, you know? Um, that right there, I'm looking at diabetes from a spiritual level. See that right there? That's a fucking bastard, a bacteria, or whatever you want to call this shit, sitting on the pancreas, right? And it's taking all the nutrients. It's eating, it's eating away, right? And it made babies. And what it start doing is it start eating at your body from the inside and start shutting down your organs. You see all of these shits is like on top of the motherfucking organs that's supposed to be open. They start eating, having babies, and they start shutting down your motherfucking organs. And before you know it, you be out of here. So that's me, the King of Cups, cutting out this motherfucking demon. And I believe that diabetes is some type of spiritual curse because 2 and 7 equal 9. Ninth house deal with Sagittarius. That's a spiritual number. And that's me too, trying to end this motherfucker right here. Let's see. Now, that's diabetes right there. Here the sirens, what time is it on the clock? 8:17. That break down to number 16. That break down to number 7. 8:17. 1 plus 7 equal 8. 8 plus 17 equals 16. 16. Break down to number 7. Here go number 7. That's God's number. And you hear the sirens right now. Do it again. Do it 3 more times. You heard that? 3 times right there. Get the fuck out of here. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I told you I ain't from this bitch. Don't get mad. I would have been went back. But I can't take myself out. They won't let me. I gotta let this shit out. I would have been left. Y'all don't get mad at me. Y'all see me. I would have been left this bitch. Trust me. Yep. Um, that fucking demon right there. Let me ask them a question. I always say when a doctor tell you you got a deadly disease, your first question you ask is why you, right? Especially some shit. I could see like if you went and caught HIV or some shit, which that's not cool either. But you went and caught HIV because you went and had sex with somebody unprotected. Now you got HIV. That's different. But for you fucking having a disease that you ain't had nothing to do with, and somebody telling you you're gonna die for a disease that you ain't had nothing to do with, I think that's fucked up. So 7 of Cups. And I don't believe God do that. Not to me. Not to you. 7 of Cups. And if it do, it's gonna have to mean something. It's gonna have to change something. My shit gonna mean something. That's why I talk about it. I ain't gonna be quiet about it. 7 of Cups. Y'all can have y'all motherfucking diseases back, my nigga. It's God's body. What's that demon? So where does demon come from? Give me some information on this goddamn demon. Let's see what we find. Gotta look with your spiritual eye. Okay. That's a father. Yo, I heard through the grapevine that a lot of my struggles in life is part of my father's curse. Like if you don't know, my father was an engineer, right? But he was a heroin addict my whole life. And he had HIV. Just talking about a father figure. The empress would be the mother. The emperor would be the father. It's talking about a father figure. Okay. Aries energy. I think my father was a Pisces. I think my father was born March 21st. I don't know if you're Aries or Pisces. What my father trying to tell me? What about my father? What about a father? Grief. A father, grief, loss. 4 and 5, 9, ending. A father ending. That's my father. That's my father's grave. That's the grave site of my father. You know what's crazy? I never been to neither one of my parents' grave site. 45, 9. That's like a father, right? That's like a grave site. Somebody could be an Aries grieving, father grieving over an ending. Somebody, I so it's somebody out there, right? I'm hearing somebody's soul speaking, right? So it's people out there, right, that they say they want me dead, right? They tell themselves that they hate me, but inside they really love me. They just know that, like, once I move on, I stay gone. So they rather be an enemy because I'll never be cool. We'll never be cool again. So rather let me just live my life. At least if they beef with me, they could still be like a part of my life in some type of way. That's what I'm picking up, right? But I'm feeling somebody feeling trapped in their head because they watch me talk about suicide, right? But they know that they part of the main code. The motherfuckers that took my kids, both mothers, and the recent one was my daughter. Y'all seen me with my daughter. This motherfucker done switched up on me. I ain't seen my daughter since October. So if I did like off myself, what you gonna tell the kids? That he offed himself because we wouldn't let we took you out from him? What y'all gonna tell them? That's why somebody over it, they know, like they see like how I felt, but then again, I'm trying to see what's going on, right? That this could be my father, right? If that's my father, right, that means my father trying to tell me something because he overwhelmed. 45, 9, 9, and 8 equals 17. 17 is a number for Aquarius. This could be my father telling me something. I told you my mother died in the hospital mysteriously. Still don't know how she died, and I want to get the answer to that shit. Here go father breathing. Is that my father? My father died. But is he telling me something from the grave? I said, where this curse came from? For my father to be a heroin addict, to be as intelligent as he was, and be a heroin addict, and contracting HIV. You can't tell me that ain't no motherfucking curse or some shit. When you get HIV, You shoot needles in your arms? First of all, what the fuck make you want to get high like that? If you and my mother got high together, then my mother died. Would that make you get more high? Or what will make you get high knowing that you got HIV? Um, I feel like this yo, I'm gonna take these cards back. I feel like my father trying to tell me something. Hey Pops, can you tell me anything about, you know what's crazy though? I be wondering with my scenario, how am I doing this? How if when we die, we come back on a planet as somebody else and with no memory, right? Then how am I speaking to my father? Because I'm speaking to him. Pops, if you there, show me. Talk to me, Pops. This what they scared of me of because I got my gifts like this. Talk to me, Pops. Let's see what we get. See? My father could have been an Aries, yo. Life is a constant battle. Life was a constant battle. He was a heroin addict. Never seemed to get a break. Your heart will be heavy. Yeah, heart disease. You doubt your own self-worth. He had to doubt his own self-worth. You are overextended. And look, I used to have to see my father like that. My father used to, I literally used to see my father like that, standing in front of me, and he'd never fall. When he got high, he'd get high, and I'd be there, low ass kid, and watching my father do that, nodding off. Light went off. Lights out. Why was you burdened? Why was you so burdened? Or why are you burdened? I feel like that's also him, like him outside of his body in some type of way. Why are you burdened? Why are you burdened? Ten of Pentacles. He burdened over the Ten of Pentacles. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. All right. So my father left me inheritance money when I turned 18. At first, I didn't spend none of the money. But then, I got a little influence by some family members. I had to feel bad. And I blew through the money in 1 year. So I blew through the money that my father left me in 1 year. It was a hell of a year. But I blew through it all. First of all, I would never tell nobody to leave nobody no money like that at 18 years old because we don't really develop into grown ass adults until we like 25. Go look it up. So you should never leave a kid a lot of money because they're gonna blow through the shit. My father burdened because I blew through his inheritance money. The inheritance money that he left. That's inheritance. That's burden. 20 of judgment. He burdened because I blew through the inheritance money that he left me. Okay. Yeah, he feel like, all right, Pops. He feel like he worked his whole life. And he did. My father worked all the way up till he couldn't work no more. He worked every fucking day. And he was good at what he did too. I don't know how the fuck he did that shit on heroin though. He feel like, yeah, he feel like I blew through the money that he feel like he worked his whole life for that. Okay. I'm sorry, Dad. If I'm sorry. I don't know how I'm talking to you when I'm talking to you. But I'm sorry. I was young. I'm paying for it now. I could use another one, you know. I'm sorry for that. But I definitely didn't have the knowledge, you know. I wish I knew now. But sorry for that. Tell me more. King of Wands, everything on Sagittarius, that's somebody handsome, take action, probably get a lot of ladies. So my father, he talking about like somebody that get a lot, that's handsome, that get a lot of ladies. They dress nice, right? Think about it. If he had HIV, he probably slept with a lot of women. King of Wands. Why the King of Wands? We talking about why the King of Wands? The death. Yeah. 4, 13, 17. Burden over inheriting his money, 20 judgment that he left me. The King of Wands and the death. 17 is talking about HIV. The King of Wands sleep with a lot of people in death. 17. Wait a minute. Take that back. King of Wands and death, 17. That could be me because that's my birthday. King of Wands and death, 17. What are you talking about? Loss. Right back at that funeral home again. So that could be my pops. Oh, that's me like blowing. That's like me like blowing through all the money. It's like I didn't do right by the money that he left me, which I didn't, you know. Then I found conflict in my life because of that. If I made the right decision, I would probably would have been a millionaire by now. If back when I was like 18. All right, so what you trying to tell me, Pops? One more, I'm gonna take two more Pops and that's it. Tower moment, Scorpio energy. What about the tower moment? Ace of Wands. He's saying that God giving me a new beginning. Wait a minute, what are you saying? Tower moment, Ace of Wands. Oh shit, that's HIV. I feel like that's HIV. Man, I feel like that's regret. Death, 18 the moon. That's him finding out he got HIV. That's him talk about he finding out he had HIV. That's grief, right? Because of death, 18 is the moon. Hermit, he had to think about death. He had a death sentence. Ace of Wands, child moment, that's like his penis, right? That's him talking about HIV. That's him talking about HIV, right? I get it, Pop. I'm sorry you went through whatever. Like I healed myself through helping heal y'all. I'm sorry you went through whatever you went through that made you use a drug, you know. I'm sorry that you was born in them times. I thank you for making me, you know. I'm sorry that you was born in them times. I'm sorry that, you know, I realized that, you know, the older you get, the more you hopefully get to see progress, you know. So I forgive you. I ain't mad at you, man. You know, and hopefully you forgive me for blowing through the money that you left me. You know, I definitely can use that shit now. I never actually apologized to you, but now that I see that you mad about that, how the fuck are you mad about that? Where the fuck are you at? Where the fuck are you at? You should have been said so. Where you at? Show me what it looked like where you at. Show me what it looked like where you at. How the fuck am I talking to you? They gonna probably look. You gonna have all these motherfuckers around the world saying I'm fucking crazy. He talking to his dad. His dad died when he was 15. What it look like where you at? Let's see what the car look like. Oh shit. What is that? Like the fifth dimension? What do that look like, y'all? Y'all help me out. Cause they not looking good up there or down there. Where the fuck is they at? Why they got their head down? Aquarius with Gemini energy. Number 5, conflict. What the fuck is that? Tell me more. Put self-interest and self-preservation first. It's talking about somebody being selfish. It's talking about selfish decisions. Oh, public shame and disshame. What the fuck did I ask? What do I look up like up there? It say public shame and dishonor, like public shame, like being shamed, immoral actions. So it's like immoral actions. I said, what do it look like up there? Oh, he paying for his past. Fuck, that's the past. Immoral actions in the past. The past. Immoral actions. 5 and 6 equal 11. Aquarius energy. Look, I can't prove this, but I believe that my parents died young because they was carrying an earth angel and didn't know it. So the punishment is that they got years off of their life because they was carrying me. I believe that's not no narcissistic shit. I believe you hear the sirens. If these cars is actually starting to move by itself too, my hand is moving and I'm not doing it. I'm not scared of the shit. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Just do it on camera so everybody can see it though. Spirit world like when I'm on camera. I said, what it look like where you at? It's talking about the past. That's talking about a kid. I said, look like where it look like where you at. 5 and 6 equal 11. 11 is a number for karma. 11 is Aquarius energy too. Let's see if it's in 11 dimension or is it some type of karma being played back out here. Oh shit. Get the fuck out of here. Look at my file. I said it. Show me where you at. 11. 5 and 6 equal 11. 11. 15. 15. Break down the number. 6. 6. 5. 11. 11 and 6 equals 17. 17. Break down to the number 8. Eighth house rules Scorpio. Scorpio will over life, death, and transformation. I told you when you die, right? You go through the sun and the moon and you come back to hell. Where's hell? Earth. My father is walking around on a planet right now. He did this right here, this devil right here is Earth. 5 and 6 equal 11. 11, he transformed. He's back on Earth. This is Earth. This is the earthly realm. This is Earth. Karma. dishonor for something that he did in the past. 11. So my father is walking around. It's now show me my father walking around now. Show me what my father looked like now. Show me what you look like now, Dad. You wouldn't even. How am I talking to you? This don't make sense. And I hope you not in some type of hell. Cause what the fuck is this? I said, where you at? That shit not supposed to come up. That came up. Where the fuck is he at? Where my dad at? That's the card of defeated. That's people in the past there. Yeah. It's like dishonor and shame. And people in the, thinking about the past. Wherever dishonor and shame, thinking about with memories of the past. 5 and 6 equal 11. 11. 11, 15. 15, 11. What do that mean? 15 is 6. 11 can't break down. 17. 17 Aquarius energy. 17 break down to 8. Scorpio energy. Life and death and transformation. You back here on the planet. Show me what you look like now. Show me what you look like now. Show me what you look like now. And number 17, the star. Aquarius energy. The star. I said, show me what you look like now. Oh, shit. Some about, like, for instance, a plant. Certain plants, so like a strawberry is asexual. So a strawberry plant don't need to have a partner. They can have a baby by themselves. They can reproduce themselves. They asexual, right? Um, for some reason, I said, uh, I said, what you look like now. I said, what you look like now. And you got the star card, right? Aquarius energy, and that's my birthday. I said, what you look like now. Look, you get the stars and the moon. I said, what you look like now? And then the light just cut off. And then, honestly, if you look in the picture of that phone, don't it look like a face is showing up through the card? Don't get scared, y'all. Don't it look like a face kind of showing up in that star card? I'm gonna cut the light back on. He like a, something, he like a, so look at that. It's like a light. Look at that. He probably just cut the fucking light off. Don't act like you ain't see that shit. Look at that light over the card, over the star card. Look. What is that? Then they come back. All right, I'm getting a little scooped out. Yeah, cut the light back on. Clap on, cut this shit back on. It's getting scary in this bitch. I gotta go sleep tonight. And I don't got no motherfucking flashlight. Yeah, this bitch making noise like a motherfucker, like just chilling like a motherfucker. I'm going to sleep in this bitch. Luckily, I ain't scared of that shit, but I used to be though. Until I was forced to be by myself, like with nothing and nobody. I said, nigga, you're afraid to be by yourself, man. But that's my time, man. I don't know how the fuck my pops is in the stars and the moon. What the fuck did that mean? You in the stars and the moon? What's next, the sun? What the hell you mean you in the stars and the moon? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, back to that 7 of cups again. Oh, he telling me now that was him that cut the light off and like seeing illusions. He's like seeing shit. He just was looking at shit on the phone, right? When that light went off, They saying that that's them doing that. That's them doing that. 5 and 6, 12. 12 is like being stuck. So they like stuck. I don't know if they. Where the fuck are you at? Do you got a body? Why my ear itching? What's going on? I'm about to get out of this shit. It's my dad though. I'm like feel like a little kid again and shit. Y'all gonna have motherfuckers thinking I'm crazy, yo. I should never show you why I do this shit. Dad, like you go out with the let you go out with a bang. What you want to tell everybody? Y'all look at it with your own eyes. What y'all want to tell everybody? This card. Look at that hand. See that hand coming out? Right? See that hand coming out? Right? But ain't nobody paying attention to it. What about that? I'm looking at that hand. He right there. That's him right there. We feel like we down here by ourselves missing. But something about being right there. What about being right there? The Empress? That's him talking to me spiritually. Right there. See that cup that they talking at? And they go to Empress. That little wine she got in her hand is connecting with that cup and they communicating in front of everybody. So see that cup right there? That's my dad. That's me right there. See that wine? That's us communicating. 7, 3 and 4 equals 7. Spiritually in front of everybody. 7 and 6 equals 13. And he's supposed to be dead. I'm talking to the dead. 3 and 4 equals 7. 7 and 6 equals 13. So I'm talking to the dead. Right? And what are people gonna say about me? Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn towards Virgo woman. What about a Capricorn towards Virgo woman? What's she gonna say? Oh, so now it's a Capricorn towards Virgo, or Earth sign woman, or somebody with Earth in their chart. They watching, they saying that I'm gifted spiritually. They said that I'm spiritually gifted. Yeah, and intelligent. Thank you. 6 and 3, 9, 9 and 4, 13, because I'm speaking to the dead. That's what they saying right now. Okay. And ancestors, am I really speaking to the dead right now? Or am I just imagining this shit? 7 of Pentacles, that's investments. That's talking about investments like money. What about investments? Page of Cups. Page of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, what we talking about? 9 of Swords. Page of Cups, investment, 9 of Swords. 16, Tower moment. So that's my time, y'all. Have fun with it. Yeah. Cause I gotta go to sleep. Shit made me tired of shit. I'm actually gonna take a nap for 30 minutes because speaking to the other side make your motherfucking body tired than a motherfucker, y'all. I'm out. One. Wake me up. Wake me up in 30 minutes.